Hey up everyone, it's the Yorkshire Panda. Welcome back to Rustic Waters 2, where today, last time we did a little play with Industrial Foregoing and we set up this little nether wart farm because we found out that we needed a lot of nether wart and we didn't have much. You seem to be playing ball right now. I just have to keep an eye on you just in case, but yeah, we decided that Industrial Foregoing was going to take a little bit too long. I needed to do a little bit more thinking about what I'm going to do with it before I committed to it. So we're not doing Industrial Foregoing. We are instead going to take a look at WOOT today. So first thing we need to do is, now that we've got all our nether warts, let's just throw some of these in here for now. There. We've got our WOOT guide to go through the basics. But the first thing we are going to need is Stygian iron ingots, which we make from... I'm going to do all my mystical agriculture later. But we need nether warts, we need iron dust and obsidian dust. That's easy enough. I've got iron here. I can grab obsidian here. Oh, you enrich, don't you, to crush? You enrich into dust. Right. That's good, you ain't got anywhere to go. That's fine. While that is all doing its thing, what I'm going to quickly do is... Oh, should I turn it on? Thinking should I go to my digital miner on. How much power have we got left in here? 174. You've got a healthy amount of seeds, but not an excessive amount. Yeah, let's go switch it on. Let's see how it does. We've got plenty left to mine. There's another 3,000 blocks left to mine. And then what we'll do is we'll shift that into the nether as well at some point so that we can get some more ancient debris for netherite. And we'll shift it into the end as well, see what we can find in the end. For now, we'll just let that run. How fast is this going down now? It adds another 1,000 roughly. So it's going down a little bit quicker, but we're keeping up. When this switches on, it'll produce 20, so... Oh! In fact, it's not even pulling energy from that, is it? It's going directly from this. Oh. Even better. Don't need to do anything with that then. It can power itself. Right. We need the iron dust and the obsidian dust. And that needed to be you, you, and you. And that needs to be smelted. Right. Let's just chuck this in here for now, just to make a bit more. We're going to chuck some of you in there. And we're going to chuck some of you in here. Oh, you need some osmium as well. But I don't think I've got a lot of osmium. I've got a bit. We can chuck a stack in, we can afford that. Right. That's giving me Stygian iron, so I need a intern. I'm going to need a hammer. And we've got mob shards, which we do need mob imprisonment tools for. I suppose I can actually make one of those now. And we need a layout guide. Right. let's wait for the rest of these to cook up. Right, so there's me 64 Stygian iron. So we are going to need a hammer. We are going to need an intern. We are going to need a mob shard. So I have got a mob imprisonment tool. Does it use up the tool? Yes, it does. Right. Hit a mob with the shard to program. A number of mobs of that type can be killed with the shard in your inventory to fully program it. Once fully programmed, it can turn into controller on the anvil. Right. So we need to find a mob that we want a lot of, kill them while we've got the hit it with the shard, then kill them while we've got the shard in the inventory. Right. Okay. And then we need the layout guide. Right. Let's just collect all these for a minute. Let's put the heart crystal here for a minute. There we go. Right, that has given me a bunch of dye. Let me just quickly do something. Dye agglomerate. That. I need some lime dye. Right. I'm just going to quickly make... Oh, what did I miss in pink dye? Quickly making 4 of those. That can just go in there for a minute. We need that to create the seeds, and then the seeds create dye essence where we can just make his own dye on demand. So, yeah, doing that. Right, let's quickly go through all these then. So, the intern is your assistant for building multi-blocks. By holding your intern, you can shift look at the layout block, and it will show you a list of all the blocks needed to form that tier. It can also validate a multi-block you have formed by right-clicking on the heart of the multi-block. Okay. We've got the hammer, which is just to process recipes on the Stygian anvil. The mob shard, which we've got. And we need a... Oh, once you have programmed a mob shard, you need to combine it with a prism and a Stygian plate in a Stygian anvil to make a mob controller. So that needs... Okay. 4 different lenses and some frame glass to make a prism. So let's... and each lens is... Oh, made in a dissolution chamber with framed glass and resin. I guess you could do, yeah, and the coloured dye. Right, okay. As for the Stygian plate, wow, we need more Stygian iron. Right. Might as well dust some more iron. And some more obsidian. Just keep harvesting these when I can. It's going to need a lot more of that Stygian iron, aren't we? Right. So, primary base takes gabbro and stone and dye. The heart is heads and a machine case, which is a chest and dye. Right, I have put this chest here full of a bunch of the WOOT upgrades that we've got through loot boxes. So, let's... Primary base needs some pink dye. Oh, dye plate. I need zinc sheets. Can I just do them through here? Nope. Zinc sheets. I can do it through the metal press. Right. That is the first one. Because that's cables. That's plates. Yeah. Right, just let that do its thing. go. So back to primary base. We need a pink plate. We need a magenta plate. That goes into a primary base. We need a heart, which needs a machine casing, which needs Stygian plates. Right. There's the dust. There's the obsidian. Let me just see if we've got any more. Nope. So, dust, nether quartz, smelt. I need my hammer. Which in there, right? Hammer. There it is. Let's get a couple of these. Right. There we go. So, heart needs a machine casing. And the heads got there. And then the other thing I needed was a prism, which needed framed glass. I need 4, 8, 12, 16, 17. And the one that's in there. I need red, blue. So let's go. I need red, blue, green, and yellow. I am going to need a bucket. So if we did, I don't know. Let's see. So unlock. Lock that. Oh, I can't unlock that, can I? Right, let's grab another bucket of resin. Oh. Now, a little thing about the lenses. I mentioned the laser drill for getting ether gas last episode. The laser drill is Industrial Foregoing's mining tool. So, you can build a laser drill, put it, as long as it's aimed at bedrock, it will harvest for you. So drill to bedrock, shoot the laser at the bedrock, you'll get resources. Now the lenses increase the probability of certain resources. So a red lens, you're more likely to come up against redstone, whereas a white lens, you're more likely to come up against iron. Yellow lens, gold, so on and so forth. So if I was to just do this, let's drill like, yeah, so blue lens, sapphire and lapis ore are going to be the things that you find. Yellow, gold, niter, glowstone, sulfur. So you use them to customize your drill to mine the things that you want. That's the prism. Get another mob shard from that. 20 coin from that. Nice. An anvil, which we get from that. Chuck the dies in here. Right. So, right, we need a valid base item. Okay, full disclaimer, my video just mucked up. So I have actually created a Blaze mob controller and checked out some of these other mob shards that they gave us, which I'm not really fussed about. Yeah. Oh, don't you love recording? So all I did was just go and hit a blaze with a shard, killed a few blazes. I've got a blaze in a blaze spawner in one of my stacks of holding that I've had for ages. So finally used it. Put a magma block underneath the anvil. You put the shard, the plate, the prism. You hit it with your hammer, and it gave you the controller. So I'm probably going to be making another one sooner rather than later, so you will be able to check it out again anyway. But yeah, sorry about that. Computers, you've got to love them, otherwise you'd scream bloody murder. Right, let's make some more of this while we can. Have we got any left in here? Here we have. There we go. So we're looking at the enchantment liquefier. So it uses unwanted enchantment books to create liquid enchant. Depending on the tier of the book, depends on how much you get. That is going to come in handy. So we need piston. Nice and easy. We need books. Nice and easy. And enchantment liquefier. So let me just needs RF, put the books in, get stuff. That sounds good, dear. Let's get them while we're at it. That gives us a sharpness 3 enchantment. We should go in there for now. Does mean I can sort through all my enchantments to see which ones I want to keep or not. So, higher tier factories require certain materials that can drop from earlier tier factories to have the skill summit perk installed. These materials, or at least the shards you need to craft them, can also be conjured using the Ars Nouveau enchanting apparatus. So you need Zelator for tier 1 drops, Theoricus for tier 2 machine, Practicus for 3, Exemptus for 4, Magister for 5. I don't have a skill summit, so how do we make that again? Golden carrot, nether warts, and a neophyte plate, which needs an injection press, which I haven't yet made. Right. It's not told me to either, so injection press. 2 more pistons. Grab a couple. Couple of droppers because we've been using some of those. Injection press. Right. I'm also going to make another one of those quantum entangle porters. We just need 2 more of those. We just need 2 of those to make 2 of those, and I need some more of those, which I need. Dag nabbit. I need 2 of you in here. So I can make the entangle. No. Entangle power. Right. WOOT is going to have to go over here, because I am rapidly running out of space down here. And I've got a few more creative things to build here, but I'll see that in a bit. Rather than running a power cable all the way over here, thought if I just build the quantum entangle porter, pop it here. We want energy. That needs to be output. We need to set to power, but also we now need to move it because I no longer want this to be the only thing that powers that. It needs to be powered off this. So I'm going to put it yeah, let's put it here in its own little slot. So that's already set to that. Want energy, just input everything. We are going to reconnect you. Then we'll set you to on. You'll output to there. Right, there we go. Injection press now has power. So to create the neophyte, we need Stygian and iron. So one of you and one of you. And we need liquid enchant. So that's where enchant liquefier goes here. And we just grab an unwanted book. I wonder if we can get rid of all these cursed books now. Oh, I can get rid of you and all that. So yes, we can. Excellent way of getting rid of all the excess enchantments we don't want. Right. Then we need to get liquid essence. So let's get a pipe. Pull and push into there. Excellent. That will turn into the neophyte plate. Right, this is definitely where I need to start building a crafting, building another crafting grid over here. But we can now make you which oh, we need to melt you first. Whoops. Purple dye plate, perk slot. There we go. So perk slots, what do these do? Each fighter can support a different number of perks. Perks can alter the speed, efficiency, or drop rates of the mod being simulated. Most perks have multiple tiers. Install them into a perk block in order. For instance, you can't have a tier 2 without a tier 1. Fair enough. That gives us rabbits. That gives us scale and stoke the boiler. Uses less fuel. Excellent. I'm going to chuck those in there for now. With these extra things here. Right, let's get to these then. So, factory connectors. I need 2 of you. I need 2 of you. That's fine, because you make 4 anyway. And you make 2. So that gives me a... Oh, WOOT block requirements. So, the perk, a controller, 2 blocks, 2 connectors. We need a connector cell. Because this is basalts. Right. Some high-tier most required ingredients act as a catalyst for the spawn simulations. Right. But we have got a start. So if I get rabbit, WOOT. We did get a WOOT guide, didn't we? Which I've got in my inventory. Right. Machines, exotics, tools, perks. So no basics. Factory tiers. So we need a heart, a base, cell, a porter, and a loot exporter. So 1 controller, 1 perk, 2 amaranth blocks, 1 connector, 1 perk slot. And those going up. Zealoter. Mobs with less than 20 health. Right. Mobs with less than 20 health. So the rabbit's definitely going to be on that list. But we need to get tier 1 mobs before we can get to tier 2. Let me just check something. I think health has more than 10 hearts, doesn't she? Right, we'll do the rabbit. I need a prism. So I need... Oh, yeah. Dye. I need red, yellow, green, blue. I need to get some resin. I mean, all them animals in there I'm going to have to go through. I think cows might be the only one I could probably put into WOOT. But I need an empty shard to do that. For some reason, these don't empty like they're supposed to do. But, right. Let's get back into here. So, we need the framed glass. We're out of glass. Oh, bagger. Right. I'm going to be back in a more once I've made all of these. Right, there we go. Right, so rabbit, prism, plate, hammer, and that is a rabbit heart. No, rabbit controller. So we need a controller, we need a cell, we need a heart, we need the amaranth, the factory connectors, we need a perk slot, we need a primary base. That was it, wasn't it? So heart, base, cell, ingredient export, importer, and loot exporter. Right. So we need one of those. And one of those. So, importer. Exporter. Gives us a couple more shards to use. Oh, exotics and keys are rare upgrades to your factory to come and found in end city chests or rare drops from dungeon boss caches. They can only be installed in tier 5 factories and must be placed on top of the upgrades for your factory. Top of the heart, not required for the upgrades for your factory. Just a bonus if you find them. Some chaotic cores for them. That's pretty bloody good. So a fluid vat outputs tanks. If we're doing cows, we could probably output milk then, I'm guessing, something like that. It can also be made by fractioning tree oil. Okay, so what's it? Conatus fluid. So we can create it by fractioning tree oil, which you get from fractioning resin into rosin. Okay. And the Byzantium blocks, which we get from Byzantium essence, which we get from what tier was it? Yeah, from tier 4. So with what we've got now though, we can build our first actual thing. So we want those two, but I want to put the layout guide. So let's put it here, layout guide. So Zelator. We want heart. Does this need to be like higher up? Is that the thing? I put my scaffolding away. Right. Here's the factory components. Exotics, machines, perks, tools, entry. So we can get wither drops out of the Magister. It probably is worth leveling up WOOT, but right, let me yeah. This needs to be on the top. Right. So the heart does this go lower? Let me just double check. Layout guide. Okay. That is the bottom though. That's as far as it needs to go. Right. So it did say that the heart goes right underneath the first block. So heart goes there. Right, the next, the one with the blue square, so the perk slot goes next. Perk slot. Right, next goes right. Mob controller. And then I believe that is just an amaranth block. Yep. Here is the primary base. Oh. And the other amaranth block. Right. Next is the factory connector. Let's put a primary base here. No. There we next is factory connector. And then another factory connector. We've then got the import, export, and then that at the bottom. And then you need to use that. Oh, did this work like blood magic and I've just given myself a really hard time? Oh, alright, I did manage to find it looks like you can just place the layout guide and then right click with the hammer to form everything. We'll have to check that out later. But let's just get the layout guide back. So with it perks, if I was to go and get the... Let's get a couple of things. Let's get a chest. Let's grab that skill summit. So if I put the chest next to the exporter, there's a level 1, good. How do I install the perk? Oh, there goes the perk. So Zealotr, skill summit, progress, when that's at 100, does that export? No. So let's get a logistical pipe. Just to make sure that, okay, it doesn't do that. Nope. Right, how do we get stuff in and out of this? Right, so according to the book, place chest beside the loot exporter. So a chest or tank must be adjacent to any side of the block. If there is no space in the attached blocks, the items will not be generated. Right. There are 4 types of connected cells. Amount of fluid they can hold. So basic connector cell, like that. We've got the importer. Import ingredients that are required to spawn a mob. Right. Connectors, the amaranth block, the perk block, and the heart. Primary controller base. A valid mob controller must be placed on this block for the factory to form. Right, and then we've got the mob controller on for Rabbit. The amaranth blocks. Got the perk slot. Right. So it's apparently working. So these are all the components. So we've got the components right. We've got the factory right. They're the exotics. They're the machines that we made. These are all the perks. These are the tools. Oh, these oracle logs to view any simulated mob, the associated drops, and drop chance of each looting level. Oh, cool. Let's quickly go make that. Because that might answer the question as to why that chest isn't just filling up with rabbit flesh and fur and things. Let me just double check. No, I actually used them all. Right. Let's grab that. Bookshelf. That. Fetch that over here. There we go. Rabbits. Ah, so here we go. So, no looting, there's a 52% chance of meat, 49% chance of hide, 9% chance of rabbit's foot, 8% chance of infernium, 1% chance of cursed heart, 3.5 against heart crystal, 1.8 against a power crystal. Right, so if I just changed that for looting, if I think I've got a looting perk in here somewhere. Right. So I think this is the looting perk. We'll find out in just a sec. It's got no miller buckets of stuff like that. That's fine. Does it require conatus fluid? That is the loot pool, so it's telling me that it is. It just might need time. Unless that's got a specific side it needs to sit on. Does it need? Let me use that one to take it out. No. That one. No. Do I just need to break it then? Perk slot. There we go. On a level, oh, it's a level 3 perk, so I can't, but that's fine then. Slap you back on. Well, I think I'll just have to let it sit and wait and see what it does. Might just be I've been terrible with luck, or I might not be working. I don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put chests on all 4 sides just in case. Really give it a chance. And just let it run for a bit, see what comes of it. That is it for today. It's another bit of a long one, but WOOT is something brand new to me, so I've been making this up as I go. I've been learning as I go along, so hope it did help. If you liked the episode, hit the like button. If you liked it, hit subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell to let you know when new episodes come around. Drop into the comments. Tell me what you think. If you do know what I've done wrong, by all means, let me know. If I have done it right and it's just time, we'll probably find that out soon enough. I mean, all these walls would be nice because I can just wash all the. I can separate the dye from them as well, but yeah. Yeah, make sure that you jump into my Discord. Links in the description where you can say hi. Drop me a message on there as well. That's probably a faster, more direct way of getting in touch with me. If you have any questions about anything apart, feel free to ask. There's myself and a few others there that are more than happy to have a chat and help. Also, don't forget to go over to my other channel, Yacht Panda Gaming, and my Twitch channel, Yacht Panda. twitch.tv/YorksPanda, so you can catch me when I do the live streams, because I do stream this pack as well once or twice a week. Regular Saturdays, but usually on Thursdays as well. And I play something different on Tuesdays, so come and say hi. All that being said, you guys take it steady, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.